Welcome to Journey to Joy.
Many of us dream of success, of achieving something that no one's done before, of carving our own path and making a difference and distinguishing ourselves, of being significant and special. But at what cost? What happens when we seek success as our form of happiness, when we rely on it to give us joy and purpose and meaning? If we're courageous enough to be honest with ourselves and humble enough to admit it, we may find that success doesn't quite bring all the meaning that we hoped for. If we tell ourselves that we'll be happy when we make more money, or when we look better, or when we've achieved the goal that we've always dreamed, after we've achieved the very thing that we believed would make us happy, thinking that it will be the solution, within weeks or even days, that pleasure fades. And we're back at where we started, looking for something to fulfill a deeper longing. But this time, we've shifted our view to the next big thing, the next step, the next promotion, the next achievement. And we're comparing ourselves to people a bit more successful than us at every stage. So when we've achieved what we thought would make us happy, we're just setting our sights on the next thing and hoping that it will do the trick. Now, there's nothing wrong with this relentless drive. But when it becomes an addiction, when we're relying on it to substitute for an emptiness in our lives, and when we sacrifice our relationships or things that are more important for this pursuit, then perhaps we ought to be honest with ourselves and really face the unsatisfied search for meaning underneath the distraction of busyness. At some point, decline is inevitable. Our achievements will lessen, our legacy will be forgotten, our money won't be ours to keep, our power will go away. And maybe if we don't want to face the reality of this, the meaningless ending to all of this pursuit, we can distract ourselves by running on this treadmill of success, continuously seeking the next achievement in order to keep at bay this fear of failure and of decline. But what for? Where will that bring us? When we see the ultimate fruitlessness of our labor, we can choose to distract ourselves. But we can also choose to admit that we've gone astray. The dysfunctional relationship that we have with success, a relationship marked by time sucked and expectations unmet and joy removed, that relationship can be replaced by another that can actually give us meaning and freedom. In the pursuit of our relationship with success, we've turned something that we've liked into something that we've worshipped. We've made it our God. It's taken up all of our time, our resources, especially time that could have been spent with loved ones, but is instead devoted to work. And what was something that we thought would give us purpose and meaning has instead destroyed us. The way out of this cycle is to know the true God. We need someone bigger than us to believe in, something beyond us to give meaning. And we're not going to find it in worshiping any creation, but only the Creator. Who else loves us and knows us to such an immeasurable extent and gives us the grace to in turn love Him and love other people? Who else was tempted by all the glory, riches, and power that the world had to offer, yet not only did not succumb to these temptations, but claimed victory over them? Victory that we can also claim. In repairing and reordering our relationship with God, we can repair relationships with other people which have often been damaged in our relentless pursuit of success. And we can reorder our relationships with things, including success. In repentance and in humility, we come to Christ, and in faith and in grace, we choose to value and pursue not our own status and achievements and legacy, but our relationship with God and our relationships with other people. In faith, we choose to serve instead of strive. And our stories are rewritten. It's no longer a busy, futile pursuit of achievements that will inevitably fade. Instead, it's a redemptive and meaningful story of how we've been called, how we've been given grace for our present lives, and how we have hope for future restoration. It's a story of our transformation and victory, and not our ceaseless struggling to stay relevant. And it happens when instead of seeking success, we begin to seek God.
Thank you so much for listening. I'm Annie Shia, and this is Journey to Joy.